something to serve while you're watching the big game on Super Bowl Sunday. We have some recipes for you. Tom and Jill Flournoy of Tom's Tiny Kitchen are here to show us how to make a delicious dip from their own pimento cheese spread, and we're glad to have the folks behind it with us this morning. So first of all, tell me how you guys got to be in the pimento cheese business. It seems like an unlikely career path. Did you stumble into it?
Well, it was unlikely. I lost my job. I started selling the pimento cheese at one farmer's market in Memphis 3.5 years ago.
Just 3.5 years ago?
That's right, and we're now in essentially every store in Memphis, Whole Foods, Kroger, and we just expanded here with Kroger into the Jackson area market.
So you can get it here now?
Absolutely,
Is this a family recipe that you guys?
It is. It was my mother's recipe, and so we're very excited about it. We're very excited to be here in Jackson now.
Well, obviously, Super Bowl's coming up. You don't necessarily think of pimento cheese. Oh, you could have little pimento cheese sandwiches, but you guys are showing us how you can make a dip with pimento cheese, right?
Right.
All right, how does this work, Jill?
Well, this dip is amazingly easy to make, which is always good, but it's also just beyond delicious.
Okay, which I will verify just for journalistic purposes.
Okay.
And Joy says she wants to verify that as well, just to make sure, but go ahead.
It's very easy to make. You have start with 1 pound of ground beef, a pound of sage sausage.
Which it's got 2 kinds of meat in it, so this is a pretty hearty dip.
Yeah,
this isn't
yes.
just
It's
it
very
could be an
hearty,
entree
very
over the
hearty,
course of the game. Okay.
You brown those meats, which we've already done, and then you put in 2 packages of our pimento cheese.
Yeah.
Now, we have 2 varieties. We have classic and chipotle. I have used the chipotle here to give it a little kick.
I was going to say, I imagine that does have a little extra something in it. Okay.
Yes, and then you add a little Worcestershire and a little salt to taste, and stir it all up, put it in your slow cooker on warm, and it's just...
And so you stick it in the crock pot basically, so it'll just to keep it warm through the course of the game.
Yes, you do it all in your crock pot. That's the only mess you have.
And you've put it in a lovely serving dish here, along with all of the Fritos scoops to dip up as much as you can.
And it's ready to go, and you will not have any left when you're finished.
Well, let's just make
if you have it
sure,
at your Super Bowl party.
because we like to check things out firsthand and make sure they're as
And how about you? Okay.
Come on over.
You don't have to call me twice.
And so that we don't take credit for something we didn't do, this is not our recipe. It's our friend Thomas Whitehead's recipe, who is from Jackson.
Okay.
And
oh, really? So it's got a Jackson.
yes,
Jackson
absolutely.
based.
This
Help
originated
Is
in
it
Jackson.
yummy? Wilson, is it yummy?
It's absolutely delicious.
Delicioso?
Absolutely delicious. What you think? That's good stuff, isn't it? So,
stuff. Oh, yes.
the pimento cheese that you guys make, it's called what again?
Tom's Tiny Kitchen.
His mouth is full. He likes it too.
Tom's like, I need to verify again myself.
Tom's Tiny Kitchen.
And I imagine with the success, the kitchen has gotten a little bigger over the past 3.5 years.
Not bitter, but bigger, yes. Yes.
And the dip isn't bitter at all. The dip is delicious, and you can make it for your Super Bowl celebration. We have the recipe up on the screen for you, and there's some more information on how to get it. You can go to msnewsnow.com also and get the recipe.
I can go back to the bowl for another one.
Tom and Jill, thanks guys.
Yummy.
Have a happy
Thank
Super Bowl
you.
Sunday.
Thank
We'll be back
you.
right after this. Get some